Good morning. I'm sorting onions. I've pulled a bunch of my onions yesterday, and I'm trying to figure out what they all are. Like this one here, I think this is Rosa di Milano. It's also got like a longer bottle shape, but I think that the typical shape for the Rosa di Milano is this kind of longer, not longer, but it's a little bit oblong. It's got like wider shoulders. The bottom is a little more narrow. Let's see, I think this, you can see this, the shoulders are broader here than the bottom. There's no shoulders, or no, it just kind of tapers down evenly. As opposed to Red Weathersfield, and you know, these are squat, kind of wider than it is tall, so there you go. That's better. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a Red Weathersfield, because it's not, the bottom is wider. Anyway, so like I think I grew like two or three different kinds of yellows. Now out of here, this is the stuff I harvested from the main plots. The far plot was only Spanish onions. So at the main plot I had Dakota Tears and New York. I can't tell which one is which is New York and which is Dakota Tears. I want to say that Dakota Tears are like this kind of oblong shaped, whereas the New York is probably this kind of squat, wider than it is tall. I think that's what I have here. So, but I can't remember the difference. In the meantime, I'm just going to sort of separate them like that. And I've been cutting off the tops. I'm going to save the tops and I'm going to do something with them. I want to make like those delicious Chinese scallion cakes or pancakes or whatever. I've seen them made before. I saw Marie Curie make some. She said they're pretty popular where she is, I think in Manitoba, in Canada. So I'm going to do that. But in the meantime, I need to, like ASAP, like stat really actually, I need to cut the tops off and put these to dry because they've been sitting in this bag here since I collected them about 12 hours ago. And this was not going to cut it. They need to be a lot drier. So I'm going to put them in these boxes. I cut these boxes, cut the tops off these narrow boxes, and I'm going to stack them up, like this and like that. Like this and like that. Some on top of the fridge, some on top of space I have in the hallway. It's very warm out there. Lots of air. Airflow and warm, that's what you want. And you want it, you don't need it to be dark, but dark is okay. It's not like potatoes. Potatoes need dark. You want good air circulation and somewhat moist. Onions you want it, it can be bright, it can be dark, doesn't matter, but it needs to be good air circulation and warm, dry. So I'm going to finish these up and show you what I'm done. Okay, so it looks like the winner was Rosa di Milano. Yeah, this is like the typical shape. Like this. It's got the wide shoulders, narrow bottom. So yeah, so I got, yeah, this is a beauty right here. Anyways, so I think I'm going to probably put some of these larger ones in the box here with this. This is Red Weathersfield. It's the biggest one I got here. Yeah, so most of the Red Weathersfields are tiny. I put the tiny ones into this, this tray. Most of these are Red Weathersfield. Some of these are, where's that Rosa? Yeah, I think, yeah. Actually, no, I think most of all these are just, Red Weathersfield. This is probably a Rosa right here. But the rest of these are going to be Red Weathersfield. And these are whatever they are. I think they're mostly Dakota Tears. I don't think too many of these are the New York. This here is New York. This here. So you got this little corner over here is New York. And this over here is the Dakota Tears. Like I said, yeah, I think so. Like I said, I think as far as size and productivity, this, you know, the Rosa di Milano was the winner, at least this year anyway. I also got these Spanish onions. These were grown in the far plots at the community garden. And, you know, I got some nice sizable ones here. Very pretty. Really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna put these. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you lots of tops. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with all these. I guess I'm gonna chop them up. Some I may dry, some I may make into scallions, some I may make pierogies with. You know, you can make the pierogies and the scallion cakes, pancakes, and freeze them. So I may do a lot of that. Freezing them, I may dry some of these tops. We'll see how it goes. But nevertheless, I am going to very much utilize all this stuff because this is good food, you know. What's the point of growing it if you're just going to like put it in the compost? So, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Okay, so the winner is going to be this Rosa di Milano. This whole box is full. They're a good size. They look fantastic. I can't wait to eat them. So yeah, this is like the typical shape. It's got the broad shoulders, narrow bottom. Let's see. Yeah, broad shoulders, narrow bottom. And then I have Red Weathersfield, which is a squat, wider than it is tall. This is like the biggest one I got though. I think this is a Red Weathersfield. So yeah, this is just it, but then most of them are these tinies. Yeah, most of these are going to be Red Weathersfield. I think this here is a Rosa di Milano, but the rest of them are the Red Weathersfield. They came out so tiny. I may use these for like sets, because I may save these and just plant them up as sets next year, or even, you know, this winter. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then we got these. These are probably mostly Dakota Tears. I still have some to collect over at Eddie's Garden. So I'm going to get a few more out of that, but not too many. They seem like they're going to be small. So they're probably going to be mostly like this. Let's see. So then I also got, so this corner is New York. And this corner is Dakota Tears. So, you know, it's okay. Not too terribly shabby. And this over here is Spanish onions. Got a good size. A few of them. Most of them came out a pretty good size. You know, I mean, these are good. This is a decent size. Not terribly large, but you know, most of them came out bigger than this, this is the typical size that I would get that would be largest in my previous years of gardening. So this here is fantastic for me. And I got all these tops, which I'm going to make pancakes, Chinese scallion pancakes, and maybe a few pierogies, and maybe I'll dry some. I'll make stuff and dry, and freeze. Like I mentioned before, Marie Curie had made some scallion cakes, and she made some pierogies, and she froze a whole bunch, so I may do some of that. I don't have enough space in my freezer to do a lot of freezing, but we'll see how it goes. But I also wanted to mention that the reason why you do this is so that they can dry, and you can store them. I'm gonna tie them up, probably put them in, string them up, and probably make like these. I don't know. It's not like braids, but you'll see. When I do it, I'll show you. Yeah. So you have to let them dry and cure so that the tops are nice and dry. And when they dry, it sort of closes up, like this one here. It closes up the top and allows the onion to stay dry. Well, not dry, stay moist on the inside, and keeps it from rotting. So the better you can get this sort of situation, this condition, where the top dries out nice and narrow, the better that'll have a likelihood of staying rot-free, let's say, into spring. Something like this, if that top doesn't dry nice and dry and narrow, if it doesn't like dry up, if it stays too wide open, then it'll have a higher likelihood of rotting faster. So I may actually be using these larger onions first, because that's what tends to happen. The bigger onions last, they go bad faster, so, which, you know, it's probably what you end up doing anyway. You always end up using the bigger onions anyway, because they look fatter and more delicious, and that's what you do. So anyway, thanks for sharing my bounty. Well, actually, you don't get to share my bounty, but you get to look at my bounty. Thanks for watching.